Hey guys, Collect the Magic back here again. I'm coming to you from my car, and I know what many of you are probably thinking. Yay, he's going Funko Pop hunting again. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and it's not because I don't want to go Funko Pop hunting. It's because we're actually going hunting for something else, and that's because we are actually bringing in a new series on this channel that's really gonna it's gonna bump up my channel a little bit. I'm a big lover of board games. I always have been. I don't know what it is about them. I just really love playing them. It could be because I've never been into sports, and I'm actually quite terrible at sports. But nonetheless, I've always loved board games. So myself, and I've invited one of my friends to come help me out. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go today hunting for some board games. I'm going to take you with me. And then what we're going to do is I'm actually going to do some playthroughs of these games. We're going to show you how to play them, and then we're going to actually play them, and then we're going to tell you what we think about them. So it's a very awesome series that we have coming out for you. We don't have a name for the series yet, but in any case, we are going to be doing some board games. So today we're going board game hunting. Maybe we'll do some more board game huntings as the weeks and days go on. But we're going to go thrift shopping today for the board games, because you can find a lot of great board games at thrift stores for really cheap. I found some board games, well, just a couple of them, a couple weeks ago, for just a couple bucks. I think I paid under $5 for a couple games. That's a pretty good deal. And all the pieces were there, and one of them was brand new. So, like I said, you can find some pretty good deals. We're going to, I think, one thrift shop for sure, and then maybe we'll go to Goodwill. Because the thing with Goodwill is they don't check their games to see if all the pieces are there. This other thrift shop that I'm going to, which is in my town, they do. They check to make sure that it's there. Their toy section's great. So I'm going to see what I can get while I'm in there. So let's head over there, and I will tell you. Maybe I'll bring you with in there so we can see what we can find. On a side note, if there is a game that you've always wanted to know how it's played, you're not sure if you want to buy it, but you want to see us play it, go ahead and request it down in the comments below, and I'll see if I can make it happen. I am getting a bunch of really good games for Christmas that I know about, and then there's some stuff that I don't know about, but I'm asking for Mansions of Madness. That is a game that I've wanted for a very long time, never been able to get my hands on it. A local store just got it in with all the expansions, so I'm asking for it for Christmas. Hopefully I get it. If not, no big deal. I'll just save up money and I'll go out and get it. But if I do get it, you'll be expecting to see a playthrough of one of the scenarios in that game. I'm also going to be doing a bunch of other games, but that's a big game that I would like to do. So don't request that one, because that one I'm going to be doing if I can get my hands on it. But if there's any other games you would really like to see a playthrough done on, request it in the comments down below. I'll see if I can make it happen. A lot of these vintage games aren't exactly cheap, so don't be asking for, really, really old games. That's going to be hard for me to get my hands on. But you can request games, and I will try to make it happen. So let's go to the first location and see if we can find any games. That's definitely on my list. I've arrived at our first stop today, this local thrift shop, which I've had some pretty good luck here in the past finding toys and games. So let's head in and see what we can find. We just got out of the thrift store, and I picked up 3 board games. Now, I don't know if all the pieces are there for some of these, and one of them was actually taped shut. So I hope all the pieces are there, because this is one it's just an interesting game. But let me show you what I picked up. I did get 3. The first one that I picked up, this is going to be hard to tilt, so I'm going to have to do it this way. The first one is the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire board game. Looks like it's for up to 2 players, so me and my friend can definitely play this one. It's kind of funny, I actually had that game. I had the kids edition of it when I was littler, and I had really fun with that game. So now I have the adult one, so that's pretty cool. The next game that I found, it's kind of interesting actually. It is the Trivial Pursuit Warner Brothers edition. So you see on the cover, you got all these things from Warner Brothers movies and TV. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to play. I know you can play Trivial Pursuit with 2 players. So I thought this would be fun for me and my friend to actually get to play. And for $2, even if all the pieces aren't there, I mean, we can, in a Trivial Pursuit game, we can just keep track of who answers the questions, right? So as long as at least 2 playing pieces are in there, I think it'll be a good, a fun game. So that was another one that I got. The final game that I got here, it's kind of weird. It's actually a 3-player game. It's, what does it say? 3 to 4 players. And so we're going to need to bring someone else on if we want to play this. I've seen this game online. It's it's kind of hilarious that I found this. I'm a big fan of the show The Apprentice, especially The Celebrity Apprentice. So I saw this and I thought it was just kind of funny. It is Trump, the board game. So it's a whole board game based on Donald Trump. So I thought that was hilarious. So I picked up that one as well. It is 3 to 4 players. So we'll see what happens. All of these games were $2 a piece. So I paid just over $6 with tax. I paid like just over $6 for these 3 games. Like I said, go to thrift stores. You can find a lot of great things. Now this Trump game was the one that was actually taped. It's actually taped shut. I can't get in. The other ones I kind of looked through a little bit and I could tell that some pieces were there. So those are the other games we should be okay with. The other ones are just card based. So as long as most of the cards are there, we should be okay. But with the Trump game, it's taped shut. So, but for $2, even if it's not all there, if I can kind of fake some pieces, maybe we'll see what we can do. But if you really would like to see this Trump game played, comment down below, because then I have to bring a third person on, or maybe we can have you guys play as a collective group. I've seen that done on a couple other channels. So let's head over to Goodwill because I just want to see what they have. They usually don't have a whole lot, but let's see what they have for board games. So I just thought of something that might be interesting. I just thought of something maybe we could have you guys play as a player in one of the games we play if it allows for 3 players. We'll just have you guys collectively submit what you'd like to do as a move in the comments, and then if I find something, whatever I like the best or whatever gets, you know, whatever kind of is the consensus, we'll have you guys do. I don't know. I've seen other channels do that, and I like the idea, but it is kind of hard to keep track of. So we'll see, because that would involve us doing many episodes and many filmings just to get a game played. And what I would like to do is film the game in one sitting and then break it up for like 2 or 3 turns per video, so you're not sitting here for an hour and a half watching a video. So it's like a 10-minute video. That's what I would like to do. So I don't know, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. What would you guys like to do? If you guys would like to be involved, maybe we do that every now and again. We'll do that. Or maybe if it's a 2-player game, you guys play against me and we'll see how that works. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We just gotta figure out scheduling for shooting with me and my friends that are gonna play these games with me. I just arrived at my local Goodwill. I'm gonna go in and take a look what they have for board games. Not expecting much. Maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't. But that's the nice things about these hunts. You never know what you're gonna find. Let's head in. I just got out of Goodwill, and believe it or not, they had a really good selection of board games. I was not expecting that many selections from. They had some older ones, some newer ones, some really awesome selections. I ended up picking 2, because Goodwill, it is a little more expensive there because it's a legit store. It's not like a thrift store or anything like that. It's a secondhand store, so the games are used and they're a little more expensive. So I've got 2 of them today, but one of them is really old, so, well, it looks really old. So it's probably, if all the pieces are there, it's gotta be worth something. So I'll show you the newer one first. Before I show you it, I just want to let you know I'm a huge fan of horror games and scary type games. I love games like that. I don't know why, I just do. And this one I found, it is the Vampire Hunter the Game. And it says on the box, it says I believe it's a 2 to 4 players, so me and my friend can definitely play this on the channel. And it says, what you see in the day turns frightful at night. It looks like a 3-dimensional board game, which is really awesome. And it says, then there's a picture of a guy and a picture of a wolf on it, and it says, villager by day, werewolf by night. So it looks like you're looking at vampires and werewolves and stuff, and it looks really fun. So we're definitely going to play that. And then the other one that I got, a little bit of an older game. It was taped shut, so I couldn't look through it at all, but it's still pretty cool. It is The Inventors. Never heard of this game, but it looked older. It looked fun. It's by Parker Brothers, or it's a Parker game. So it's very similar. It looks like a similar game to like Masterpiece, and I have Masterpiece, which we're going to play as well. But for now, we're just going to do this, and it looks like very similar. It looks like it was made by the same company. The artwork looks the same. So we're going to try to play this one too. So that's it for today. We picked up 5 games, and I think that's going to be plenty to get this series started. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of other games at my house we want to play yet too, and my friend's got some games. So like I said, if you have any suggestions for games that you want us to try to find or you want us to play, comment down below. We'll see what we can do. So that's it for today's board game hunt. We walked away with 5 really good games that I'm very pleased with. It was a very successful day in board game hunting. We're definitely going to have to do some more of these. Let's just recap really quick. So we walked away with the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire board game, and that should be very fun to play. I'm looking forward to that one. We walked away with the Trivial Pursuit Warner Brothers edition, so that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to playing that game, and I think my friend, he's a big Warner Brothers guy too, Disney and cartoons and movie buff, so we're going to have a lot of fun playing that game. We also walked away with Trump, the board game, which is a Donald Trump-based game, so we do need 3 players for that, but if we can get a third or we can figure out a way to get you guys involved, we'll definitely play that game. We also walked away with Vampire Hunter, the game. Really looking forward to that. It's a 3-dimensional game and a 3-dimensional scary horror game, which you don't see a whole lot of those out anymore like there used to be. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. And finally, we walked away with The Inventors, a nice vintage game that I wasn't expecting to find. So for under $20, we walked away with 5 board games, and I'm hoping all the pieces are there for most of these. Even if they're not, under 20 bucks for 5 board games with most of the pieces there, because most of the pieces will probably be there. That's a win in my book. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming with me today. Let me know in the comments below if you have any requests for games you want to play, or if you have any suggestions of how we could maybe work into the multiplayer with you guys playing, or maybe you can play against me. I don't know. Comment down below your ideas and suggestions, and maybe we'll make that happen. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, because it lets me know that you want to see more videos. As always, this is Collect the Magic saying thanks for watching and have a magical day.